are seeing some people who have who are in distressed situations. Okay, so we see some people with distressed properties. These are distressed home sellers, and we're seeing a growing number of this. Now, keep in mind, this is not a thing like, oh my gosh, the market's falling apart. I just want our listeners to know that. But today, we want to help these people out. We want to talk, about this and some roadblocks to avoid and ways to prevent foreclosure.
There's so many people. I think that because we've had a really strong seller's market for so long, everybody, right? Even if they're a distressed seller, they may not recognize that they're a distressed seller because they think, oh, my house is worth more money than what I owe on it. And they may not even be getting certain collection notices, which is something that we see as a result of forbearance. You had mentioned that, so why not start there? The truth is, people were in delinquency statuses even before COVID hit. Then we had this major reprieve that enabled those folks to stay in their homes, maybe not landing on their feet. And those were kind of the first wave of people that I think started to see foreclosures. But now we're starting to see people who, like you intimated, they perhaps had to take advantage of a forbearance during the COVID situation. And they're in a position where financially, it looks like they're able to make it work, but that's only because there are certain creditors that are not actively collecting, like mortgage companies. There are still mortgage companies out there that are giving people time because they basically created a back-end lien. That's what a forbearance is. And those folks are certainly some of our target audience. If you are in a situation where you've missed payments, you're not making payments, you're not even sure if there's a mortgage balance that you may or may not owe, give an attorney a call because we can search the title. We can help you to understand and identify what those debts are going to look like so that you'll be in a better position to understand your financials and then be able to sell. Is this the right time to sell? Do you need to sell as a short sale? If you're not prepared, you're going to get caught, proverbially in a position where you don't want to be. And then you have no choice but to do a short sale because otherwise the buyer will try to enforce the contract against you. And that's not a situation that we want for buyers because we know how competitive this market still is. So if you are a serious buyer, you don't want to be on the sidelines waiting for a house to have title cleared. You want the title to be clear so that you can kind of snap to and move through. And same for the seller. Most sellers have to understand buyers aren't going to wait for that. So you have to be prepared.
Now, Melissa, real quick before we jump off, short sales, right? When somebody is selling a property short, if they owe, let's say, say $400,000 on a property and they can only, after they pay down all expenses and everything, net, say $350,000, they're $50,000 underwater. Those people, I want our listeners to know, are a perfect candidate for a short sale, but there's certain tax implications that come with that. Now, what does the IRS consider that $50,000, Melissa, the difference between $350,000 and $400,000?
So that deficiency debt that you're identifying is basically ordinary income because forgiveness of debt is considered an income item relative to the IRS. And, something else to be aware of, Emilio, is that there's also qualifications to be eligible for a short sale. If you're sitting on a chunk of change or you have other properties with equity positions, the bank isn't going to consider you for a short sale. You have to be able to demonstrate financially you don't have any means to be able to pay those deficiency debts.